No, he still get his ass whooped. He just positively. I'm gonna do it. What's real life situation? You get your ass handed to you, and you just, I gotta go now. Nah,
It's another one of those that you're pretty sure is tucking something away by the end of the day. I mean, the woman, she makes Mark Henry look little.
Want good news, and if you want good reviews, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah! Snap into a podcast! Hello, and welcome to It's All a Work. It is me, your boy, Big T. Yeet. We got Dresh over here, we got Hanji Manji over here, and we are here to review the last Raw of 2024. And, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't what it could have been, but it also wasn't terrible. You know what I mean?
It wasn't bad. It could have been a lot worse than it was.
So,
Yep.
Was Raw pre-taped? Because I know SmackDown was.
Yeah, I think it's all pre-taped at this point in time. I don't think that was live. It could have been live.
I mean, it was in Houston. I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't remember seeing the little thing pop up that says it was live.
Yeah, this was live. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So we had a live Raw for the last Raw, and everything that was advertised on the WWE website actually came to pass. And there was only one, maybe technically two things that were different. So I only had to make like one picture tonight, guys. It was great. I could have made more, but only one made sense. So, and it's the first one that we're going to get to, actually. So the first one is tonight. They were going to call out Jey Uso first, but what ended up happening instead is that Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, I'm going to take these off now, came out and tried to say their piece again. They've been trying to say their piece for some time now, and I feel like they got the ability to say a little bit of stuff. Not a lot, but a little bit at least.
Like 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
So this is turning into a weird thing because I don't know what the idea is. I don't know where this is going. So right now they're beefing with Jay tonight, right? They've been beefing with Ray, which is the way it looks like it's going to be going. They kind of beefed a little bit with Dom. And there are all these other people that they've just like, the people have walked by and then like they gave him a hard time. So, I don't know. I mean, are we completely sure that Big E can't come back?
I mean, I guess never say never, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, there's nothing that says he can't, but he himself has said that, you know, the bones didn't heal right, and he doesn't think, you know, even he said he didn't think he'd ever be cleared to come back.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, apparently there's rumors that Triple H took out his pacemaker for real, so you never know what the fuck you might get.
Yo, Triple H crazy. That man could have had a heart attack right there on the entranceway. But either way, the same old thing. Their music hits instead of Jay's music. Crowd boos him the entire time. Jay enters, and even though Jay says, "Wait a minute, let him talk," crowd still wants to boo them. Kofi pleads to Jay, says, "Hey man, look man, tell everybody how far back we go, man. You understand what we had to do." And Jay said, "Look, I only have one thing to say to y'all, and that's New Day sucks." So they're gonna get in Jay's face for a second, and then they back out of the ring with X telling Jay to watch his back. Now he says this a few times. Jay's gonna take over the. Well, let's cut it there.
Mm-hmm.
So the New Day is going to cost Jay something. Do we think that they're going to come out and cost him the match against Drew?
I don't know. They haven't
I don't
really
think he was
going to
win that match anyway, to be honest with you.
It's fair.
I mean,
I love Jey Uso. I just don't
had-
see him winning that.
I mean, they've had beef with other people. People have came to them and just kind of, shit on them, but they haven't interrupted them, so I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, but this is a new turn for them, you know. This is New Day unhinged.
I mean, they've been pretty tame outside of calling out Big E, going out to the crowd saying, hey, we could have beat his ass, but we didn't.
That shit was.
They haven't really done shit.
That still blows me away, man. They say we could have beat the shit out of him. We could have broke his neck.
Right. I mean, everybody's
Again.
been harping on him. Rey Mysterio's been harping on him. Dominic Mysterio's been harping on him, which is wild because he was like, "Yeah, I don't like Big E either," but that was crazy. Who else?
I mean, Ray told him it was the whole locker room, so.
Yeah, the whole locker room. Even Cody said something to him. They haven't done shit yet, so I mean.
So they're setting
I don't
up
know.
potential. They're setting up potential feuds.
It looks like we're not sure where we want to go with this, but we want you to know we want to go somewhere with this, is what it feels like.
I think it would be interesting to
it's
see
gonna be a
them
tag
kind
team.
of bring back the Jay and Jimmy versus New Day feud. I can see them doing that.
Eventually, we'll hit that. Eventually, I'll get there. But no time soon, because, again, the Bloodline got to handle their shit with OG Bloodline handling the new Bloodline and Drew and all that fucking just big mess bullshit. I think they have that to deal with before they do the New Day versus Bloodline again.
That's fair. That's fair. So, oh shit, hold on. My notes got fucked up. Okay, there we go. So either way, after this, after they back out and tell Jay to watch his back, Jay takes over. He says, look, man, they're not even the reason I'm here. The reason I'm here is because I got a lot of stuff on my mind. He said, I got Solo on my mind and the Bloodline. They're going to be taken out by, the tribal chief, the OTC. He said, so Roman Reigns is going to take care of that, but I also have to deal with Drew McIntyre, and I want to handle that tonight, so Drew, come on out here. Well, Drew doesn't come out there, at least not yet. What we get instead is we're going to get Solo showing up on the screen, pre-recorded video most likely, talking about how he's the tribal chief, he's got the Ulafala, the Ulafala isn't ever going anywhere. The Oompa Loompa is going to stay around his neck forever. This gives Drew enough time to come in and attack Jey Uso. Takes him down. Jay's going to fight back when Drew tries to do the Claymore. But ultimately, the Glasgow kiss. Glasgow? Or is it Glasgow? Glasgow. He gets hit with the Glasgow kiss as Jay is trying to get some momentum, and Drew's going to get the last laugh on this one. Is what it is. Refs come out, officials come out, and say, Drew, wait, leave it for next week, man. Why are you doing this now? Drew says, you know what, you're right, fine, I'll leave. Goes all the way to the entrance ramp and then runs down, slides in the ring, boom, Claymore, insult to injury. Again, Drew is going to get the last laugh here. So Dresh, You were saying that you don't see it. You don't see Jay pulling the win out. G, how you feel about it?
I mean, depending on how the rest of the time goes, I think Jay might actually have this one.
Okay.
They haven't really put too much in the Golden Boy in a while, so I mean, I feel like it'd be time for him to actually come around.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
tough.
get it done.
Yeah, man, that's the thing, man. It's really tough, like the win-loss stuff here, because Jay is so hot right now, but Drew also needs to be solidified as a top heel, and he's already there, really. But like, Drew said he's going after anyone who has backed Roman Reigns. And so the weird thing here is that he started with Sammy, beat Sammy. Now he's going to Jay. But with the star power that Jay currently has, doesn't it make more sense that he should have gone through Jimmy first? I mean, I guess technically he did, right? He attacked Jimmy. But the thing is Jimmy got...
Jimmy's still out.
Yeah, but the thing is that he attacked...
He broke his toe.
But he attacked Jimmy, and then Jimmy got his... So, all right, I guess you're right then. I guess Jay would be the last stop, because Jimmy cannot be a stop. So that makes sense.
All right.
Are we going to do...
What was it that Drew said? He said, you don't get to make the... What is it? You don't get to make the call out, you are the call out? What? I can't remember the exact words. It was, you don't get to do this, you are this.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I do not remember the quote.
What the fuck he said, yeah.
But does this end up leading to Roman Reigns and Jay going against each other?
No, I think this ends up... It goes to the top of Roman versus Drew, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Not Jay. Yeah, Drew. I meant Drew.
Yes. I think, yes, I see that. I mean, the story right now is Drew's got it out for anybody that teamed with him. He wants to end Roman. So I think that's where it's going to end up, you know, now that we're settling tribal combat.
Yeah.
You know, once that's done, Drew's going to try and shit on Roman for the next few months, and then, you know, maybe SummerSlam time frame, they'll branch that story off and let Drew, or even Clash at the Castle for this year. They'll let Drew and Roman go at it at Clash. Let Drew headline Clash again.
Yeah,
now,
that would
my
make
question
sense.
is, does Drew disrupt the tribal warfare match?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was thinking about that
stays in
too.
his corner?
I don't think he interrupts it, just because Drew, even in his current state, they don't put the character as, for lack of a better word, fucking retarded. Because if you interrupt that, you're going to get both sides of the bloodline out there on your ass. And while he thinks he's a monster, 7 guys should be able to put one Scottish motherfucker in a dress down.
Well, I mean, my thing is, he wouldn't go after Solo just shit, because the ultimate goal is to take down Roman. That's the ultimate goal. He just wants Roman gone.
Yeah.
He wants Roman, but he specifically said the bloodline.
Right, but that comes after Roman's gone. So
I'll say, didn't he have an interaction in the last couple weeks with Solo where he said something to the effect of, "Not right now. I'm coming for you later."
Yeah. He said, "Hey, we're not doing this right now. Why don't we handle our business, and then we'll revisit this later." Is basically what.
Okay. I was pretty sure I remembered something like that.
Yeah, and that's why he would come out, because he feels like Solo's not gonna get it done, and he'll get it done for Solo, and then, you know, him and Roman may have a back and forth, or he'll just go straight for Solo. However they want to do it, but I could see that being the case.
Like I said, I think with the storylines they're doing, I think a Roman Drew at Clash is a viable thing. I don't think we'd see it at Elimination Chamber. I don't think we'd see it, you know, definitely wouldn't see it at the Rumble. I think we're looking at probably Clash for seeing that.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be down the line, like down the line. But it's gonna be good to see. But the thing is, the reason that I bring that up, or I guess I was gonna bring it up, and G ended up bringing it up first. But the good reason to bring that up is, if we think it's gonna end with Drew and Roman, how can we justify Jay winning? Like, does it just end up being like a run-in happens at some point, like y'all were talking about, and that's what sparks Drew and Roman going against each other?
That's why I'm saying I don't
Absolutely.
think Jay wins this. I think Jay gets put down, and that sparks Roman to go, "Yo, you fucked with the wrong family."
Could get a
That was
possible
my
Drew
brother.
win. Yeah, I don't know. Only time will tell with this one.
Only
I mean,
time
he
will
can't
tell.
go after Jimmy, because if he goes after Jimmy, he's gonna have Naomi on his ass, and everybody in his room knows you don't mess with an angry black woman.
Mm.
I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ.
I know nothing of the sort. I'm not familiar with that.
Okay. I highly doubt that.
Yeah, he'll find out soon.
But
He's
no,
got a history.
I don't know any black women. All right, so Kathy's in the back with American Made, and she asked
This
about.
mother.
Nope. I just let him rot. Fuck it.
But no,
Jesus
Kathy's
Christ.
in the back with oh man, I killed him. He's done. With American Made, and she asks him about facing Otis, and he says that he feels sick about facing Otis. Not because people keep saying that he can't win a title, but that people have been saying that he's been ducking Otis. So he says that tonight I'm gonna. What does he keep saying? He's gonna kill his sweetheart or something.
He's gonna finish his darlings.
Finish his
Kill his
darlings.
darling.
Is that a saying? Is that a real saying?
Yes.
I hate that.
Darlings is a real thing other than a term of endearment.
I hate that. Either way, so he's gonna finish his darlings, and he's whatever. And then they do this weird slogan. Dresh, you actually pointed this out. They say they're
God, it was stupid.
yeah, it was where they weren't born here, or we weren't born here. We
weren't just born
We
here.
weren't just raised here. We were made here.
Yeah.
It's not their best, but it's definitely not their worst. Like, when I say
Sure it's
there,
not
I mean
the
like
worst?
WWE's worst. It's not WWE's worst thing,
Oh.
but it's not their best thing. It's probably American Made's worst
Hey,
thing.
that's definitely American Made's worst thing. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, no. Mm-mm.
I mentally tuned it out. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
That's fair. Anyway, this is gonna take us into our Chad Gable and Otis match. So Otis starts the match off pretty much manhandling Gable. It's nice to see, but the problem is that you knew from the beginning. Like, if it goes strong for the one person in the beginning, it's gonna end for the other person.
Yeah.
I tweeted out, I enjoy this. Like, I enjoy the story. I enjoy the idea of Gable standing up to his friends. Or standing up for his friends, standing up to bullies. I like that story. I get that story.
Gable is the bully.
Or Otis, I'm sorry. Yeah, Otis. I get things mixed up for some reason. But Otis standing up to bullies and standing up for his friends and all that stuff. That's nice to see. It's what you want. It's what you want to see out of a story. Obviously, Gable won here because we're trying to do something with his group. We're trying to do something.
Yeah,
More
but I
with
mean,
it.
at the end of the day, it made Otis look a hell of a lot stronger because it took all of American Made stepping in for him to finally lose it.
Well, that's also the big thing is what do you do with Otis after this? I mean, does he just disappear?
No, I think
No, he's gonna
and
beat Chad Gable's ass again.
yeah, I don't think this
I
is
think-
done because, like I said, it took all of American Made to put Otis in a position where Chad could win that. Otherwise, Chad would have looked more of a pussy than he did with the Wyatt Six.
Man, that was disappointing as hell. Man, ain't gonna lie. I was disappointed as hell with that shit.
That's fair. So obviously, like we said, Gable ends up winning. All of American Made ended up getting involved here. Ivy Nile got attacked by Maxine Dupree. The Brutus brothers get involved. It ultimately ends up being Ivy Nile who gets involved a second time, who casts enough distraction to get Otis ending up in the ankle lock, Chad getting that victory via tap out. We'll move on from here to Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan doing a vignette, like a double, kind of dual vignettes, basically saying how they're going to win. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I feel too. But while we're here on it, do we think Rhea gets the last laugh and pulls out this victory?
Would it be fair to say I really don't care how this goes?
I mean, I get it.
Because honestly, it wouldn't make sense for Rhea to win. Because then who's going to be
At the end of the day, I think
go
if
around.
I think it has to be Liv that wins. I think if Rhea wins it, the story has to continue.
Mm-hmm.
I think Liv has to win, and Liv has to win clean. And Rhea will have to back down after that. I honestly, I think that's what's going to happen here. In order to end this, Liv has to win this one.
But then where does Liv go? Even if she wins.
That's the problem.
Promise me.
We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. Is that the stories are getting to a point to where they're only building They're only building one story, and they're not building an underlying story.
Yeah. So when
Right.
this one ends, now we got to start from scratch, and it kind of puts us in a, we're just sitting there spinning the tires.
Yeah.
You know, I say that. But I guess the Judgment Day imploding is kind of part of the story. But what does Liv do? Like, that's where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. Who goes against her? Another EO match?
Well, if
Another
that
match.
leaked documents to believe, Becky's coming back, and Charlotte.
Yeah, I guess.
Charlotte,
Uh,
I hate to say this.
Well, no, Charlotte's going to SmackDown.
Okay.
And I'm
And she's gonna win
more
the SmackDown Championship.
I'm more excited about Charlotte coming back than Becky. I do not care for Becky to come back.
Why?
I don't like her.
Okay.
That's
In-
just
Don't
Any
take a
re-
trip
any
over to
particular
Davenport. I'll
reason?
let her know. I got you.
Is it the red hair? Is
no.
it the accent?
No, I love red hairs. I love Irish accents. She's a decent enough wrestler. Her mic skills aren't that great. And I really hate to say this, and people are going to hate me for it. All one person that's watching us right now is going to hate me for it. But she only really got famous because Nia broke her nose. That's the truth. She skyrocketed to stardom after that, and no one can deny that. Because that's when she cut a couple good promos.
Did she not have a fucking baller ass match in NXT beforehand?
Of course she did.
Did she not have a couple of baller ass matches? Wow, before the fucking broken nose, wasn't she a champion before the broken nose too?
Of course she was.
What the hell are we talking about here?
Because her real rise to stardom, like she was only at a certain level. She was at a ceiling. until that happened. And then that's what broke her through the ceiling. It was that one catalyst. It was that one moment where her nose got broken and she had the blood on her face, Team SmackDown, whatever. Like, but the way that she talks, as far as her promos, not her accent, and she just doesn't entertain me. She does not make me excited for wrestling.
I mean, you could kind of say the same thing about Bayley, and I love Bayley, but I mean, outside of the Iron Man match with Sasha Banks, it's been good.
I mean, I agree, but the two latter horsewomen are Becky and Bayley, and the two best horsewomen are Sasha or Mercedes and Charlotte Flair. Definitely, in my opinion.
All right, cool. Now give me a good Charlotte Flair match, the one that's so memorable.
Can we do this already?
I'm just hearing them out.
Literally any Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is the best of all four of the horsewomen.
All right.
Just choose
all
one.
Right.
Choose
you
one.
Have,
Charlotte and Rhea. Charlotte and Sasha. Charlotte and Bayley. Like, I mean, like, we can...
All right, so what... Can you give me one good call of a Sasha and Charlotte match?
Sasha and Charlotte went...
I honestly don't remember.
Sasha and Charlotte went time after time in the ring. And it was amazing. They did their stuff before... They did their stuff before Sasha and Bayley did their stuff.
Yeah, I get that, but has their matches been that memorable?
I remember them. It's like...
No, you don't.
Yeah,
no,
but you remember the Hulk Hogan dark match from 1974 that didn't even exist. It was just Hulk Hogan in a room going...
Well, he wasn't known as Hulk Hogan back then, but yeah.
Terry.
I feel like you got that Ric Flair bias in you, because you love Ric Flair. Everything Ric Flair touches is gold.
Ric Flair ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing to do with this, man.
Bullshit.
We started out talking about Becky.
I know, and I'm asking for examples because I still ain't heard a good match outside of one Sasha and Charlotte match, even though they done fought like 20 times.
Specific moments in matches doesn't matter. I will also say that Charlotte's Charlotte's mic ability leaves a lot to be desired. That is true. The best talker out of the four horsewomen is 100% Sasha Banks.
Yeah, that was. I can't speak for right now.
She's an AEW. She doesn't even know how to put a sentence together anymore.
I can't speak for right now because some of the shit. I'll go back and watch it. I just be like, what the f is this shit, man? It's bad.
But the best wrestler with the best ability, in my opinion, is Charlotte. She's got the best. She does the better things, and she executes the things that she does more cleanly. But that's just me. We're way off topic. I don't know.
Give a figure four leg lock, and it's like, oh, Charlotte.
We'll have to save this discussion for another video because this I think we found our first. I think we found our first recording video now.
What, discussing Charlotte and how she's fucking Hulk Hogan Jr.
Nah, maybe we should just talk about women's wrestling and who we think is one of the best women wrestlers and why.
All I'm gonna say is, and we get into here is, the bitch gets injured more than a little bit because she goes out, she's gone for 6 months, then comes back and wins the belt. After she loses the belt, she's gone for another 6 months, and then come back and wins the belt. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, she's 38 years old and she looks like she's 45. So I mean, she's just got a lot of life on her. All right.
She's got a lot of life.
Ford out of this conversation, Jesus Christ.
The what? The what out of the conversation?
Ford.
Like the truck?
It's the most Montez conversation we've had all goddamn night. How about that?
Oh my god.
God damn. He ain't even in this show.
I know.
Also, Drush is just upset because he doesn't know anything about wrestling, like, beyond 2019.
I'm not upset about that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't give a fuck.
So either way,
I was getting shot at.
I personally think that
God damn.
I personally think that Liv should win. I love Rhea.
Yeah.
I think she's the better of the two. But I think Liv needs to win because we just need to cap this off.
Yo, we spent more time
Yeah.
on this chat than they spent in the whole fucking vignette. Just saying.
Yeah, you're right. But there's a lot to talk about in this because
More
it is
interesting.
something that's died. But I guess it's also kind of alive if we keep talking about it. I don't know.
I mean,
Either
if we're
way,
gonna talk about Rhea, we're gonna talk about that live show.
Look, we ain't talking about that. God damn. Look.
Hold on, I'll
that's
cue it
for
up.
a different. That's for. Whoa, wait a minute.
Nah, don't,
That's for a different video. All right.
don't cue it up. Don't cue it up.
God damn.
Twerk wind is crazy. So
She was inhaling.
Yeah.
Judgment Day are going to be in the back. They're going to be wondering if Liv has a plan for Rhea. Finn says, I'm sure she has a plan, just like I have a plan to take out Damon and the War Raiders. Looks at Raquel and says, tell Liv from the bottom of my heart, I wish her good luck next week or whatever. Obviously, he was being sarcastic. And we see a couple things, like CM Punk talking to Adam Pearce, Dakota and Zoe getting ready for their match that's about to come up. And then we see R-Truth come down to the ring for a match with Pete Dunne, but Pete's going to attack him before he even gets in the ring. Takes him out. Match doesn't happen. It'll probably happen maybe next week, which is it'll probably be the opener. If that happens next week, it'll be the opening match. Just to get people hyped up, I guess. You know, people over there,
They
what's
still
up?
gotta run it.
You know.
They
Butch,
still gotta
please.
run it like a Raw. This can't be a PLE event. They still gotta run it like a Raw. You know, had the backstage segments and shit. Cause outside of that, it'd just be like, oh, Monday Night Raw, PLE, straight wrestling.
So
And it's 3 hours.
okay, that's fine and all, but like, have you looked at the card lately for that show?
Yeah, no, the card is getting full.
That 3-hour show gonna be like 19.
I understand. I'm trying to find it right now because there's just so much that goes on. So,
Motherfuckers are gonna walk out to the ring, just
go over.
bing, bing, bing. Done.
so
Move on.
this is
Somebody
the card.
has to. They're either gonna go overtime or somebody's getting squashed.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of matches that have been talked about for next week.
this is how it's set up. So main event is going to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
I'm surprised by that.
Oh shit!
Tribal combat.
I heard
match.
the announce, but
Tribal combat match. Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa. Last women's standing match for the women's championship. Obviously Rhea and Liv. Special features and appearances. That's not the only stuff that's been announced. I don't know. There's more. We'll do an official thing beforehand, but there's so many matches on that card already. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely insane.
ludicrous.
But why you got a whole horizontal camera on your phone? That's crazy. That's wild. But anyway, after the whole R-Truth getting attacked by Pete, we're going to go back to Damage Control with Kathy Kelly. She asked them if they've thought about potentially going against each other for the IC title. Dakota says that it'd be an honor to go against EO for the title as long as someone in Damage Control won. They definitely passed by tonight an opportunity to break up Damage Control. But I think Damage Control is good as is, at least until Asuka comes back. So we got Dakota Kai versus Zoe Stark. Talk to me. How do y'all feel about this match? Geez, Zoe Stark is your lady, so how are we feeling? Like, tell me how you thought about Zoe Stark's performance tonight.
Thought it was okay. You know, I feel like she always kind of shows out, but you know, she doesn't take the spotlight like I feel like she could, but that's what she's supposed to do. She made Dakota Kai look good, so that's a positive. It's gonna, like I said, I think this is gonna. They're either gonna push Dakota or it's gonna be a bust. So I don't know. I feel like Zoe did good this match. Dakota had her moves. It was an overall good match. But, it was just... I thought it was something else was going to happen during it to kind of further that story on.
I think it was the better of the two women's matches for the night.
Definitely.
It really wasn't anything over the top. It wasn't overly exciting, but it was well executed. Everybody hit their moves. It was clean. I mean, I didn't hate the match. It didn't make me go, oh shit, but I didn't hate it.
No, well, like I said, Zoe always does good, and Dakota's actually like shining at the moment. So
yep.
Well, she took that time off and really, like, figured her shit out, which was really nice to see. But Dakota did like a flipping knee neck breaker kind of thing to Zoe. That was the only thing in that match that really stood out to me that I thought was awesome. Dakota's gonna win clean, which is nice. And now, with Zoe being eliminated at that point, no matter what, you had a non-American winning the Intercontinental title, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually funny.
Yep. I thought it was kind of interesting that a non-American holds the U.S. belt for the inaugural winner for the U.S. belt is not an American.
It's straight up Canadian. They're trying to push the whole 51st state.
Hold on. I just noticed something.
What?
The U.S. champ, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yep.
No, never mind. Take it back. Never mind.
I was gonna say Braun Breaker's the Intercontinental Champion. There's an
Cody,
American champion.
and then Cody Rhodes is champ. You can't. So those are the two biggest belts, arguably. So you can't say. Yeah, I can't say that.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you love when that privilege comes through every now and again?
I was saying, wait, I saw it was like, where's the white champion, bitch?
And DIY holds the tag team championships.
Just can't have enough, you know?
And the War Raiders hold the Raw championships.
Literal Vikings. Motherfucker can't niggas ain't happy. Damn, I ain't never in my life. Like, this motherfucker said, oh, wait a minute, there's an Asian and an Australian and whatever the fuck Lyra is going for a belt. I don't like it. Bitch, what? There's an Asian that holds the United States men's belt?
Like, the only thing I've got there is, like I said, I don't mind that Chelsea Green got the belt. I just think it's odd that they went with a non-American for the inaugural, you know? For that belt, it feels like in their inaugural, they should have gone with, an American. And then, 5 minutes later, have it taken away or some shit.
No, fuck it. Let the Canadian have it. Shit.
It's alright, in a few years when Canada's a state, it won't matter.
Hey,
I say.
Soon enough, American will be holding it. Wait, is she American?
No. Yes, she's from Minnesota.
That's
but
right,
no,
Minnesota.
she's going after the big belt. She don't want that United States bullshit. She's going after Nia.
Tiffy's got inflated goals, so she wants to make sure she takes it down.
She said, I want to be the champion. I don't think you hear somebody say that and they're like, you know what? I'll settle for that bullshit United States champion. No. She throwing a whole hissy fit for that damn belt, so.
That's true. Mia Chin about to beat the shit out of Chelsea for that title anyway.
Put her back in the dumpster.
Probably.
Nah, she ain't. They ain't never have. What did she say? What did Chelsea say? If she hadn't won, it would be troll monsters or troll trash monsters or something.
Troll monster. I was like,
Trash
damn.
loving
Yeah,
trolls,
Mia.
I believe
Trash
is what
loving
she
trolls,
said.
yeah.
Trash living trolls.
Yeah, that's just
Damn.
accurate. So
Wow. Like I said, if it ain't white, it ain't right.
oh come on. So after this, after we don't tolerate racism on this show. So after
Embrace your
Oh,
pride.
I guess I need to log out then.
Embrace your privilege, white man.
Jesus Christ. So after Dakota Kai and Zoe, we're gonna get a recap of Raw,
that's
the
why I
good
was
old
here.
days when wrestling was better. And
Wow. Oh.
and then we,
Hulkamania, brother.
and then,
Fucking what? That damn holy hell of a leg drop. Goddamn championship shit right there.
What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild over you?
What they call that type shit? Yeah, leg drop type shit. Yeah, that's championship worthy. You gonna catch this boot of doom and I'm gonna put my leg on you. That's fucking.
you imagine
fucking
me
fantastic.
telling my grandkids, be like, back in the day, wrestling was good. How I loved Hulk Hogan. They're like, what Hulk Hogan do? Did they put him in a Kimura lock, or did Hulk Hogan use a backflip? No, what he did was he kicked you in the face and then he did a leg drop and he beat you every time. What do you mean? After he hulked up.
All right, let's talk about something because I didn't even know this. Tell me why Hulk Hogan didn't fucking submit until he got in a match with Kurt Angle back in, I guess that would be the Attitude Era. Oh no, not the Attitude Era.
I would say, are we on Kurt Angle or are we on Perk Angle?
No, this is Kurt Angle.
Okay.
This is when he first shaved his head. Legit, when he first shaved his head. This was the first time Hogan ever tapped out. What the fuck is this bullshit? Why am I just finding he ain't tapped out to nobody else? He done went through WWF, WCW, TNA, WWE, and this nigga ain't tap out to nobody in all them years. And then Kurt Angle's like, all right, I finally get it.
G, I gotta tell you something. I'm really disappointed in you right now.
Why are you disappointed in me?
Because you are wrong, and because of the way that you're wrong.
Yeah, he did tap out. Wait, did he tap out this thing?
Yes. Sting submitted him. I actually just looked it up.
Well, maybe they were talking about the first time in WWE, so somebody got this shit wrong. All right, whatever. Cool. So I'm happy Sting got it. Good. Fuck him.
That is crazy, though. Sting got the first submission. That is nuts, because I never thought about it.
Good.
Imagine
I'm
wrestling.
glad he did, because I mean,
Imagine starting your wrestling
bitch,
career
what?
in 1974 and not submitting until 1997.
That's still bad. Like, what the fuck? 1997. It's been 20 years. I can submit to Sting. Bitch, what? You've been winning every match with a goddamn leg drop. You need to submit more. You need to tap out here and there.
So
Not
we know
once every 20 goddamn years.
it's like we know your
Here
legs
and there
hurting,
is
all
more
right?
like it. Fucking. Alright, I'm sorry. We got off track. I just had to get that out. It's been
Wow,
winning for
tangents are
30,
good.
40 years. Leg drop. Bitch, what? That's the good wrestling.
Elbow drop.
Love a good tangent, man.
Swinging net breaker.
I love the double axe handle.
Clothesline. What the fuck?
The fucking
Double
chair
axe
shots.
Nope.
Bop.
1, 2, 3. What?
All I'm saying, anybody who wants to laugh, look up on YouTube Hulk Hogan chair shots on the Giant.
That shit was no. His chair shot on was it Vincent?
Oh yeah.
He said,
A 3-year-old could have taken that chair shot.
I think I beat my dick harder than that chair shot. That's wild.
Damn.
Shit sounded like this. What? But you know the greatest.
Jesus Christ. All right. Judgment Day versus the War Raiders and Damian. War Raiders wearing the armbands to pay respect to Jax Dane. Recently passed away. Rest in peace.
Peace.
I tell you, motherfucker was in the arena singing "I Believe I Can Fly" through this match every time JD was in the goddamn ring. That boy had wings tonight.
He got thrown around quite a bit.
They threw his ass to the Raptors like 4 times.
That don't make no damn sense.
Forehead acted as a parachute.
The safety pillow.
Jesus Christ.
Either way, the match was hard hitting, pretty decent. Really good match. I mean, when you get these 6 gentlemen in there, minus JD, it's going to be a good match. Even with Dom's fantastic. JD sucks.
Damn.
After the match, Finn and JD attack Damien until the War. Finn, JD, and Dom attack Damien until the War Raiders make the save. Go back to the back and we see a pissed RJ with Adam Pearce. Jay's pissed off. Adam says, "Look, man, I've banned Drew for the rest of the night. You want your match next week? You got your match next week on Raw. We're doing Drew and Jay next week too. Next Monday, it's another match.
Heard.
Kaiser comes down to the ring. Wants to talk shit about Braun, Sheamus, how he's going to be the Intercontinental Champion. Sheamus comes out, attacks Ludwig. Ludwig gets a couple licks in there, doesn't matter. Sheamus is going to ultimately get his revenge. And get that nice beat down. So we'll probably do Kaiser and Sheamus next week. So we're continuing that feud, even though we talked about the feud potentially ending. It's still going to go.
This man is billing like 14 matches next week. I mean, I see it. Don't get me wrong.
Well.
Yeah, no.
Raw gonna be lit.
So Rey Mysterio, we're going to go back to the back. Rey Mysterio is in the back with the Alpha Academy, giving Otis a pep talk, a little bit of encouragement. And New Day walks up to Rey, gets in his face, and Rey basically says, "F you, let's just have a match." Basically the idea of what it is. He says, "Look, I'm locker room leader, whatever. A leader stands up to people. I'm standing up to you. They're going to have a match next week. Finally we get to see this New Day do something."
Ooh. Yay.
They're going to beat Rey. You know that, right? They're going to beat Rey, and then they're going to take his hoe, Zelina.
No, because Pentagon gonna come out and then he's gonna play like
that's gonna be Rey's partner. It's gonna be Penta.
Yeah, and then he's gonna destroy Rey mid-match just because, and then it's gonna be Latin on Latin violence once again. Calling that shit, man.
Well, what else do you do with them?
Huh?
What else do you do with them?
Does Penta speak English?
Yeah, he speaks English. He said it just says it doesn't matter. He's still going against the Mexicans.
Well, I only asked because I feel like Triple H would be like, "Rey, you're going to be his interpreter."
Like I said,
this motherfucker making Triple H sound more like Vince every week.
Vince Jr. without the poop.
Yeah, you never know.
Allegedly.
Stephanie might be a natural blonde. You don't know shit.
God.
Oh God. Damn. That's
Triple H's been dyeing her hair every night.
Oh, God.
Right.
Move on. God. Yo.
I feel gotta wrap this up. So we get into poop.
No, we still got 10 minutes. All right, we're gonna go on to Io versus Lyra. Look, I'm just gonna say I think this match was the best out of the two. It was insane.
Bullshit.
It was insane.
There were more mixed moves and botches through this shit and dead air because one of them at one point in the match and the other was at somewhere else. And bitches just laying there, throwing their leg up, going, here, grab this because you're not where you're supposed to be. This match was fucking horrible. Story-wise, it might have been good, but execution, it was the worst shit I've seen since Jade was in the ring.
Damn. All right, Dresh, let me hear you. I'm going to put my feet up. Y'all got it. God damn.
Look, this match was more technical. I was invested in this match. They were doing flips in this match. There were issues. Yes, there was a little bit of dead air between, and it was because of Lyra.
It's a dead fucking air.
Lyra is a little rough around the edges. I will say that. That is true. It was not because of Io.
No,
But
of course not.
It doesn't matter who it was because of, though. What matters is that it was there.
That's fair.
That drew me out of the match. Yes, it was a very technical match. You're right. And there was a lot of, high power moves, but there was a lot of fucking dead air, or a lot of times you're like, what the fuck? For me, that was enough that it pulled me away from the match. The match lost its magic to me. I didn't give a shit after like the 5th time I watched them botch it.
G, I remember us having a really bad Warzone match while this match was going on. I just think...
Was that what it was?
I think someone's in their feelings about it. I could be wrong.
He taking the Warzone anger out on the match.
You can think what you want to think on that, but...
God damn. No, he ain't lying. There was some botches in there, and Io had to kind of make up for it, which, she did. But, I mean, ain't but so much she can really do.
I don't know. All I remember is that we were playing Warzone, and Dresh went down, and he said, why are these fucking women on my screen? And I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Nah, you say it like it is. You say it like it is.
Shit, no. Oh, no. No, we will not.
We ain't gonna use none of that language on here because we don't want to get banned.
That motherfucker trying to say, why these bitch?
Jesus. Anyway, Lyra's gonna win clean. A lot of things
I thought that I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was a bad decision.
I agree. I think it should have been Io.
I mean, all right. So if Io goes over, cool. But if Lyra was supposed to go over, she should have went over because of PFC or somebody of that nature. I'm just saying because, like, really, Lyra beat Io as hot as Io has been.
I'm gonna predict that this is gonna be a quick turnover championship for the first run, and here's why. Lyra and Dakota were both, and I hate to say this about Dakota, but they're both the more sloppy wrestlers when it comes to the 4 women.
Yeah.
Zoe Stark is a lot more tight, and Io is incredibly more tight when it comes to their maneuvers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I think that Dakota's going to take it, but it's very, like, this championship match is very lackluster. Seeing Dakota go against Lyra does not feel like anything at all. It doesn't feel big. If you would have put Io's name in it, then it would have been amazing. If you would have put Natalia's name in it, amazing. If you would have put
why you slide that in there like we were gonna catch that? You gonna slide that? Oh yeah, you put Natalia, bitch. Who thought about Natalia? I knew you was gonna say some dumb shit. God damn. Yeah, you put Natalia in that match. Oh, the fans would have loved it. The fans would have been like this.
Don't you love though when Natalia goes, hey? You know when she does that?
No. Nah. You know why? Because every time her match is on, my eyes are closed.
Man.
Yeah, it's like that.
That's rude as shit.
There's no hate towards her because I know what she can do, but she's not interesting at the moment. Like she doesn't have anything in her
I'm still
arsenal
here.
to make me go. Yo, that's exactly what I do when she comes on the screen. I'm like, yep, I'm logging out. I'm just saying, like, she has nothing that draws my attention, you know? Because, I mean, at least with Dakota, she has some athletic ability. She kick a bitch in the face. All Natty does is run over top of a bitch. Just like Nia, all she does is sit on a bitch. But she's interesting because she's throwing people around and shows a titty here and there. On
I was gonna
TikTok,
say,
but
now that's why G likes her.
No, but for real, like she Natalia just doesn't. She doesn't have anything interesting going on, and it's not her fault. She could be an interesting character. It's just not there right now.
It's fair.
This like Lyra. There's nothing going on right there. But I mean, hey, she's in the championship match, so maybe depends on what they do with it,
Oh,
or how it goes.
I'm calling Dakota to win the whole thing. Though we'll see.
I'm okay with that.
All right. So next we're gonna get to Seth and Punk, their final conversation. Here's the thing. It's gonna be a great match.
Yep.
It's gonna be a fantastic match, actually.
I really hope so. Like, between the two of them, it should be absolutely amazing. And they've done a very good job of making it look and feel personal. Like, the spot with these two tonight, there were there were daggers thrown.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody was upset when they were like, because I felt like they partially.
Yo, they went back to the locker room, looked at each other, and went, "What the fuck, bro? Really?"
Well, to be fair, Punk brought up Seth's wife.
Yep.
Seth brought up the fact that Punk doesn't have kids.
That shit wilded me out because she said, "Yeah, Becky decided to go home and take care of our child, something you know nothing about." Like that is real. Good Lord.
You just killed your mic.
I could tell what that was. That was shit. I couldn't hear it, but I could see them lips move.
Racist?
Ain't nothing racist about that.
What do you mean you saw the lips move?
Just that was partially racist, but no,
Hey.
like I said, like I was saying, he said that Becky went home to take care of their child, something he knows nothing about. Like, yo, why he throwing such heat right now? What was the shot for? That was unnecessary.
Seth came back though. Seth said, "Hey," or not Seth, but Punk came back. Punk said, "Hey, that guy that said that thing, take your ball and go home. That guy really liked you, didn't he? You were his golden boy." And even Seth was like, "You better watch your mouth."
He said, "Watch who you talking about." I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
So this is legit some hate.
So
Like,
here's the
they
thing.
need to sort this out.
It's not. And you wanna know why? We've all been worked for years. They've been planning this.
You sure about that?
This whole thing is a plan. Seth freaking out the way he did at Survivor Series in 2023. Him calling Punk a cancer 4 or 5 months before that, while he was still in AEW. Like, all of this was planned. Punk knew he was on his way back to WWE. He knew. I 100% believe that this entire situation was planned. I believe this is long-term storytelling. I believe that Seth and Punk are actually the best of friends backstage.
So you mean to tell me? No. I want you to listen to this. You mean to tell me he for real choked out another wrestler just because he wanted to come back to WWE and they playing this out. That was real.
That's real.
This nigga really is delusional. Your tinfoil hat is large as hell. Now, will I say that they use like maybe some animosity? Yes, I can't say they actually hate each other, but I mean there's some legit animosity there because you just don't be bringing up random shit like that. Like, you know, the whole CM Punk is a cancer. That was a real thing that was said. CM Punk and the Kids, Seth Rollins, and you know whoever the fuck CM Punk was talking about when he was saying that shit. He was his golden boy.
Yeah.
So there's some legit. I don't care. There's some legit animosity there. They not the bestest of friends. Maybe they were.
There definitely were some shots fired, and I don't know. I find it crazy to think that these guys have to work together like this, and quote unquote hate each other. I just find that crazy. Now maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know.
But I mean, this is part of the job, you know. Both of those, well, Seth is very fucking professional when it comes to what he has to do. Outside of that one tweet he tweeted a while ago, but he is very fucking professional. CM Punk is trying to be professional. I can't say he's always been professional because goddamn he hasn't. But he's trying. He's getting his money. He's making shit work. He missed the fans. That I do believe. But man, I can't say that they planned all this out. Like him choking that motherfucker out. That you don't plan that. unless WWE and AEW is working together, which you put your tinfoil hat on that. I don't see that happen. What, Tony Khan and Nick Khan brothers or some shit?
Nah, father and son. No,
Fuck.
Either way, look, the match itself is going to be a good match. I'd like to build up. This is what we've been waiting for a long time. For it to not happen, for it to happen on Raw, even if it is the January 6th Raw, is kind of weird to me. But, whatever. It's going to be a good match. Either way, it's going to be a good match. I don't think it's going to be the only match, but it's going to be a good one.
No, they're going to stretch this shit out to WrestleMania. Like, definitely. Because what's going to happen is it doesn't even matter who wins. CM Punk's going to call in that favor. I'm pretty sure it's going to be for Paul Heyman to get him a title match with whoever. Seth Rollins is going to ruin that shit, and then we're going to go back and forth for at least 2 to 3 months. And then WrestleMania hits, and that'll be the last of it.
That's fair. By the way, you guys have to ask off WrestleMania weekend.
Fuck, I may need to write that down.
I actually already have it. I have that weekend requested already, I believe.
Gotcha.
Because they have the dates already out for it. I'm pretty sure I put it in like 2 months ago when they announced the dates.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But outside of that, my friends, that was Raw. That was the last Raw of the year. It's pretty good. Like I said, I'm excited. There was no hitting or whatever, like we were talking about with like G was talking about how he wanted Seth to hit Punk or Punk to hit Seth. None of that actually happened. But there's going to be a lot of punching, a lot of hitting, if you will, on January 6th.
Yep. Throwing hands, getting the fans involved, blacking eyes, and possibly throwing fucking eyes.
What?
I don't know. Sign us out, Diablo.
I won't hit the button this week, I promise.
I don't believe you.
He gonna hit something else though. He gonna hit another button.
this is the last time that y'all are going to see us this year. We will see you next year. We will see you for SmackDown on Friday, the first wrestling event of the year. And my friends, remember, if you want good news and if you want good reviews, if you want good previews, and if you love the Jews, then you come here.
Wow. Damn! Oof. That's gonna be a problem.
Do you not like the Jews, G?
Didn't say that.
Wow. Well, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah! Snap into a podcast.
He's still living in his mom's basement. I ain't never seen a bigger insult. Alright, we out.